Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself,
Jessica, how do I know if she's interested in me or just being polite?
well, if so, I'm glad you asked because I'm constantly giving this critique to my own private clients in regards to whether or not she's interested in him or just entertaining the conversation at hand. And I make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to find out these distinct differences in your dating life or another one of my videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so a lot of you guys will get into these conversations with women, and the women are talking, and you're like, look at all the talking.
We're doing so good, Jessica.
And then they'll like never hear from this girl ever again, or they'll ask for her number and she'll like balk into him and shit and then eventually ghost him. And guys are like, I don't understand. I can't tell you how many great conversations I've had with dudes on dating apps or at bars or parties. And the entire time I'm thinking, oh shit, he's gonna think I'm into him. And the reason you guys think these women are interested in you is because if you had that conversation with a man, that man would be interested. Let me explain. So I had a client, all my other clients called him the world's most interesting man. Well-traveled, retired at 40, speaks several languages, plays different instruments, just an overall worldly man, if you will. I'm pretty sure he's killed several people. He was really high up in the military. So anyway, all the guys loved him. All my male clients were like, wow, he's so amazing. But every time he talked to one of my girls, she's sitting there thinking, oh wow, cliff jumping, that's interesting, I should look into cliff jumping. Or even, oh wow, France, it sounds so beautiful, I should travel to France. Because what was happening was he's talking about all these interesting things and all these interesting concepts and all these interesting places, but the women were becoming interested in all that shit instead of him. And a woman who's interested in you is going to ask about your experience, is going to ask about your life, is going to ask about who you are in your life right now, because she's interested in you and not the things you're talking about. When we really like you, we want to know what type of man you are. Don't tell me more about Paris. Tell me about your favorite thing that you ate there. Or tell me about the funniest thing that happened to you when you were in some foreign country where you didn't speak the language. We'll want to know about you. And a lot of times women can engage in conversation, especially if a guy is good at carrying a conversation and we feel comfortable enough and you're asking about us. But a woman interested in you will ask about you and not those other things. That's why a lot of guys will get into these great conversations like, oh my god, you like Game of Thrones, I like Game of Thrones, let's talk about Game of Thrones. I'm telling you right now, I could talk about that fucking show all day. And you know what's gonna happen after that? I won't remember anything about the person I talked about the show with. I will go and watch seasons 1 through 4 and then weep uncontrollably because seasons 5 through 8 were just the biggest letdown of my life. So again, careful not to confuse the conversation about all these things, a great conversation about all these wonderful things that we have in common, as a good conversation that got her interested in you. Because again, that's how men think. Men think like we have to have similar interests. But women don't fucking feel that way. Women are like, did he make my pussy wet? So, when we really like you, we want to know about you. We don't give a fuck about all these things. Sure, you could talk about the things and we'll talk about the things if the things are interesting. However, if we're interested in you, we want to talk about you. And if you know you could use a little extra assistance in this department in regards to getting women more interested in you or interacting with women better in regards to creating that interest, creating that connection, creating that desire, I have a few spots open right now in my Spotlight Speed Dating Coaching Program where I will watch you talk to my girlfriends and we will find those consistent patterns of interaction that are holding you back in regards to creating that chemistry with the women you want. So you can apply right now today. It's at jessicajdating.com/go. Be more mindful of the things you are creating interest around when you should be creating interest around you. And thanks for watching as always. I'll see you guys next time.